Welcome back to the show. In today's conversation, I really want to talk about Asana. And a lot of folks know Asana from a project management point of view. But in today's conversation, I want to review Asana content marketing. I really want to see how the tool can actually help you boost your marketing efforts. If you're a marketer, if you're a small business owner, if you are an agency. So we are going to review everything. So here is an overview. So when you think about Asana is basically a project management tool focused on tracking tasks. It's all about tracking tasks, tracking activities, okay? Now, whether those activities are marketing related or logistics or project management, it is essentially a project management tool. So it's really important when you actually think about Asana content marketing, you got to have an idea about the project management aspect of things. So you can actually do a lot of things in Asana when it comes to marketing activities. You can create and organize tasks. You can assign tasks to different team members. So in terms of task allocation, this is really, really good. You can send messages to team members. You can set due dates. You can be notified of progress on tasks. You can see a calendar showing task due dates. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you think about Asana from a content marketing point of view, you are thinking about granularity. You're thinking about task allocation. You're thinking about task tracking. You're thinking about task monitoring. So this is really important. And the cool thing about Asana here is that Asana can help your marketing team, can help every team that is responsible for the marketing activity in your company actually have a say in the content marketing aspect of things. So for example, human resource, salespeople, the actual marketing team, the customer service team. So you have so Asana really gives you the ability to have a content marketing strategy from the get-go. But again, everything, when you think about Asana, you are thinking about task monitoring, task management, okay, activity tracking. So when we think about Asana content marketing, we are essentially looking at this activity from a project management point of view. What I like about what our team likes about Asana is that you are able to multitask. Okay, you can have multiple teams actually get involved in the marketing team. So you can have the law department, you can have the legal department, the law department, you can have the human resource department, you can have a non-marketing affiliated department within your company actually participate in the content marketing aspect of things. So this is really good. I want to quickly talk about the features. So when you think about Asana content marketing, you got to think about the features because Asana does have a pretty great capabilities and pretty great, I would say, features that will help you a lot when it comes to boosting your content marketing efforts. So when we analyze Asana, we are thinking about teams. We're thinking about workspace. We're thinking about reports. We're thinking about projects. We're thinking about sections. We're thinking about tasks. There are other capabilities. There are other modules within Asana that can boost your content marketing, including subtasks, tags, comments, inbox, calendars, views, dashboard integrations. I want to quickly go granular on some of the most important of those capabilities. So let's talk about team. So when you think about team, from a content marketing point of view, the team is the top layer, right? So if you are managing the Asana account, this is where everyone you're working with comes together. So each team will have access to different projects and tasks relating to the content marketing of your company, your agency, or your organization in general. You also have workspace. So within Asana, you have workspace. So within a workspace, you can add projects, tasks, and teams. So remember this trifecta: projects, tasks, and teams. So basically, you are able to coordinate everything. You are able to synchronize your content marketing activity from a trifecta, from a very important trifecta. And so there is another type of workspace area in Asana known as an organization, which is sort of the same thing, but it requires a unique company domain name and company email. You also have reports. So teams, workspace, you have reports. So in each workspace, you can check out reports to see which tasks and projects were completed on which day. So again, we are analyzing things from a content marketing point of view. The same thing with projects. So project, you are able to have multiple teams or one team for that matter actually work on a project that relates to content marketing and all ancillary tasks. You have sections, you have tasks. What we love about Asana is the coordination aspect of things. The ability to actually centralize the tasks to analyze all activities from a central dashboard. This is really key because it helps in the end boost your efficiency, boost your team's productivity. Speaking of productivity, I want to quickly talk about the added value. So when we analyze Asana content marketing software, we want to really see what kind of value the software really adds. Now, the cool thing is you are able through Asana to manage a multiplicity of blogs and thousands of content marketing tasks. Okay, so when we talk about content marketing tasks, we're talking about blogging, posting articles, schedule them for social media. So basically, if you are, let's say you are managing a bevy of social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, let's say a LinkedIn, you have the ability to centralize everything through Asana. This is the power of this tool. I mean, basically, Asana gives you the ability to centralize, not only centralize things, but also coordinate things in a I would say, in a synchronized way. What we love about Asana is that you are able to see things from a single dashboard. You can see content strategy, publishing, newsletters, web development, technical issues. I mean, you are able to manage all these things. And so when you think about Asana from a content marketing point of view, you are able to see the software as a digital office of sorts. You are able to congregate, talk about tasks, assign tasks, set deadlines, and keep each other upgraded. Like basically you are working in multiple teams, and it doesn't matter if the team, if your teams don't meet in the office, they can be working from home. I mean, in the post-COVID era, a lot of companies are working from home, so it doesn't really matter as long as you have the Asana cloud-based software. You are good to go. So this is really good. So when we think about Asana from a content marketing point of view, we are able to see the value added here. You are able to actually start a conversation, stop where it is at, go to another conversation, and come back to the earlier conversation. And still really, I mean, again, I'm simplifying things here, but Asana can really handle very complex activities. Because the example I'm giving you, if this were about one single task, okay, but what if you have multiple tasks that are handled by the multiple teams? This is where you see the true power of Asana from a content marketing point of view. So when we think about Asana as a content marketing software, we are analyzing the granularity, we are analyzing the coordination, but most importantly, we are paying attention to the project management aspect of things. One thing we also love about Asana here is that Asana, when we talk about the project management side of things, we are also talking about what? Automation. Because when you have a typical project management tool, obviously automation will be integral to the work stream, right? And Asana does a great job in terms of automating your workflow, automating your work streams, especially when you are working in multiple teams. So when you have a constellation of teams let's say the teams are actually remote, and you have to coordinate tasks from a content marketing point of view, Asana can actually give you the granularity, can give you the coordination, can give you the ability to see things from a centralized point of view. That's the point I really want to make. So you are able to automate feedback loops. Not every project is equal. Some articles are ready for publishing with little to no client feedback, while others evolve during the creative process as SMEs refine their vision of the article. So the good thing is that with Asana, you are able to automate the client review process. Again, when I talk about client here, it can be an internal client or an external client. So if you are able to automate the client review process, you are able to provide input, to receive input from the client, and also notify your team about whatever changes need to be made. You also have adaptive content review cadence. So what we love about Asana here is that you are able to use the tool to actually boost your content marketing strategy. You are able to actually think about the cadence. So when we talk about cadence, are you publishing, let's say, twice a week? You could probably move it to 4 times a week. You could probably move it to 6 times a week. So that's the ability in terms of granularity. So you are able to publish detailed articles faster. So granularity and celerity. So granularity and speed. So this is actually the duality that Asana content marketing software really introduces in your content marketing, I would say, work streams. And what we love about, there's another tool I really want to talk about here. It's called the Content Reactor. So this is actually an important capability within Asana that allows you to actually do things from a calendar. So it's a calendar tool, but it also allows you to, I would say, tweak your content marketing based on seasonality. So this is really, really good. So if you want to use Asana from a content marketing strategy, I want you to really follow this best practices. The thing here is that Asana is not an easy tool. I mean, a lot of folks talk about Asana and they think, well, you can learn it in a day. No, it doesn't happen. Asana is not. I mean, there is a learning curve involved here. We have to say it. But the thing is that it's not also a rocket science. You can actually learn it. But the thing is that you have to actually plan at least 1 or 2 days or even a week to actually onboard your whole team. Again, if you are going to use Asana from a content marketing point of view. The thing is, it really depends on the size of your team. If your team is big, if your team, let's say if your team has tens or hundreds of people, of course you have to plan accordingly. But if you have a smaller team, then probably a week or probably a few days will be fantastic. What we advise you to do is to actually block a whole day where you have either you can do it yourself or you have you have someone from Asana on the call and you ask questions, and they can do that. I mean, they'll be really happy to do that. Not a problem. So learn by doing. One best practice that we have seen over the years is learn by doing. If you never used Asana before and are looking to hook your content marketing team up with this project management tool, take some time on your own to explore the features and figure out how your work can best be organized here. Plan at least 1 week or 2 where you'll be actually wade into the Asana waters and get a feel for everything. You want to create your own unique workflow. Again, when we talk about Asana, we're speaking about project management primarily, but project management that really wades into content marketing. So, the words like unique workflows are singular, are idiosyncratic in the project management field. So think about that. You want to take advantage of Asana's guide, okay? Asana has a bevy of guides, FAQs, resources online. So please take the time to actually avail yourself of those tools. You want to actually make your own Asana guide. So basically what will happen here is that Asana has a community of users, right? So you want to join whatever whatever community you can join. You can join on Facebook, on social media, or even on the Asana website. You also want to read blogs. You want to read any white papers that Asana comes up with. You want to get a handle on your inbox also. I want to quickly talk to you about the calendar, because the calendar is an important element in Asana, especially when we analyze it from a content marketing from a content marketing point of view. So the thing here is that when we think about the calendar actually plays 3 important roles, right? We have scheduling. So a calendar allows you to schedule, allows you to organize, but allows you to coordinate. In other words, you can monitor your content marketing strategy. So basically, it's not about just using Asana from a content marketing point of view as a project management tool, but it's really important to pay attention to this trifecta that I just mentioned: scheduling, organizing, and coordinating. And the cool thing here is that whether you are a single, I would say a solopreneur, you are a small business, you are a medium-sized business, you are able to use Asana to do a lot of things. And basically, you are able to see the capabilities that will come with Asana, and you are able to do a lot of things in terms of organizing your content. But again, everything starts from your calendar. Okay, so the calendar plays an important role here. The calendar will actually do a lot of things in terms of helping you see important dates, helping you see sort of map out, let's say, your content marketing calendar for the whole season. It can be a quarter, it could be a 6 months, it could be 1 year. So it's all about making sure that you have in a centralized manner, a centralized fashion, important topics such as the due dates, post statuses, assignees, and types of content. And especially if you are dealing with content that actually will be spread across multiple social networks, then you really want to pay attention to the calendar function, because your audience on Twitter doesn't have the same cadence, the same rhythm as your audience on Facebook, nor does your audience on Instagram have the same patterns as your audience on, let's say, YouTube. So you got to really see, you got to really find the proper intersection in terms of rhythms, in terms of what we call the content adoption cadence, how your content resonates with every type of audience, right? Your audience, if you have one on TikTok, is not going to react to your content the same way if you post it on TikTok versus Facebook, right? So think about that. Let's quickly talk about pricing. So you can actually see on the screen right now the pricing for Asana. One thing we have to say here is that for pricing, we were really pleased to see that Asana is really affordable. So if you want to use Asana from a content marketing point of view, then you really have you are lucky, because Asana is affordable, and there's a nice option for any content marketing team of any size. So it doesn't matter if you're a small business, if you're a medium size or a large entity, you're still going to find a pricing model in Asana that actually works with you. Just remember that with Asana, we're speaking primarily about a project management tool that actually can adapt really well to your content marketing needs. Okay, it's not a content marketing software primarily. It is a project management tool. So you have to acquaint yourself with things like spreadsheets, right? With things like calendars, things like workflows, work streams, okay, bottlenecks, timelines, those things. But those are really good because they are going to help your team actually get a competitive edge vis-a-vis your rivals, okay? And speaking of rivals, let's speak about quickly of rivals. So Asana really, in terms of how the tool stacks up to the competition, well, Asana for us is actually great for small to micro to small, I would say, businesses. If you're a medium-sized business or you're a large business, you might want to use Asana, but you will need to have the very top pricing tier. But you might actually need to but you might need to subscribe to other plugins. But if you're a small team, you will really enjoy Asana, because Asana has a very nice way of coordinating tasks that revolve around your content marketing. Asana has a way of helping you communicate among the teams, so you are able to synchronize communication across teams, but also multiple departments. So we're speaking about all the departments that have a say in the content marketing work streams, and we're speaking about sales, we're speaking about marketing, of course, we're speaking about customer service, we're speaking about let's say research and development. So again, we have a constellation of teams that are involved in the content marketing work stream, and this is what Asana does really well: the ability of the tool to centralize all communications, the ability to integrate all important stakeholders, the ability to disintegrate communication, to spread the important memos, important communications among relevant stakeholders. So this centrality of things, this ability to centralize communication through a project management tool that's primarily focused on task management is really great. It's really great for a content marketing focused organization or activity. So we would really recommend Asana. So if you are thinking about using Asana, we would say yes, go ahead. It is a great tool. It is a legit company. They do a lot of great products, and they can really help you for your content marketing activities.